Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 7. Today we're taking a look at the first DLC pack for this game, also known as the November DLC, also known as the Samsung QLED TV Forza Motorsport 7 car pack. It is available right now for Car Pass owners. The car pass is £25 and it secures you 6 free DLC, assuming it'll be up for individual purchase at a later date, and that should be around $7 or your regional equivalent. It has 7 cars. Let's get into it and see what's there. First up, 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, 506 horsepower, 442 foot-pound of torque, 3,822 pounds of weight, A-class car, 605 MPI, front-engined, rear-wheel drive. The Giulia is a car I've been waiting for a very, very long time. The Super Saloon market has certainly got to kick up the arse with this thing. First off, the Giulia looks absolutely incredible. It is a truly phenomenal looking car. I really, really like this. I don't think I've liked the way a saloon looks as much as this one for quite some time. Yeah, it looks incredible. It has the stats to back it up. Could this thing kill the M3? Well, going by the reviews, it very well could have. And I'm very excited to drive it in the game and see if it really is as good as everyone makes it out to be. Yeah, I'm super happy to see this in the game. This is one of the cover cars for this pack, and that is very unsurprising. Next up, 2017 Fiat 124 Spider Abarth, 165 horsepower, 184 pound-foot of torque, 2,477 pounds of weight. D-Class car, 339 MPI, front-engined, rear-wheel drive. Another Italian car in this pack, and another Italian car I've been waiting a very, very long time to get my hands on. The 124 Spider, for those of you who don't know, is basically a Mazda MX-5, but with the 1.4 turbo engine out of a Fiat Abarth 500. Now, that doesn't sound particularly exciting on paper, you know, I mean, especially when you consider, you know, the normal MX-5 does have a bigger engine, but people do turbocharged MX-5s all the time. And from what we're hearing, the 124 actually does offer a little bit of a different driving experience. The standard one is a little bit more comfortable than the standard MX-5, whilst the Abarth looks to turn it up a little bit more. Very excited to drive this, very excited to see how it actually compares to the MX-5 that we've already got in the game. If you're interested in that, then please do let me know, and I may very well do a comparison review on the two. Next up, we have the 2015 Honda Ridgeline Baja Trophy Truck, 550 horsepower, 470 pound-foot of torque, 4,700 pounds of weight. C-Class car, 443 MPI, front-engined, rear-wheel drive once again. A lot of people complaining about this one. I kind of understand why. This is another trophy truck in the game, which at the moment don't really have a purpose in the game. They don't really serve much use. You know, there's no real off-roading in the game yet, although the rumour is the expansion, or one of the first expansion packs might be to add off-roading. Yeah, they don't really have too much purpose at this point, but, you know, I'm not particularly averse to seeing them. I actually do find trophy trucks kind of cool, and, you know, the Ridgeline is certainly a good-looking truck. There's no doubt about that. I don't think I'll get too much use out of it, but it certainly could be interesting. Next up, 1957 Maserati 250F, 315 horsepower, 221 pound-foot torque, 1,668 pounds of weight, B-Class car, 598 MPI, front-engined rear-wheel drive. A lot of the cars in this pack are front-engine rear-wheel drive. In fact, I think all of them are. Anyways, I'll check that at the end. No idea too much on this car. I think I've heard the name Maserati 250F flown about before. I believe this is a vintage F1 car back from when F1 was truly terrifying and you needed some real cojones to drive the cars. Yeah, a kind of interesting car. I'm sure it's an absolute handful to drive. I don't think I'm going to get much use out of it personally, but for fans of the Grand Prix and its history and so on and so forth, I think you'll like this car quite a lot. Next up, 1984 Nissan 20 Coca-Cola Bluebird Super Silhouette, 562 horsepower, 397 foot-pound of torque, 2,205 pounds of weight, R-Class car, 813 MPI, front-engined, rear-wheel drive. Yeah, it's a rather silly-looking car, this, isn't it? I don't know too much about silhouette racing, however, I've seen some of the cars from it, and it is suitably mental. Those who remember Gran Turismo 2 remember the R30 Super Silhouette, and this looks like an evolution of that. Yeah, I love the fact it's a Nissan Bluebird, you know, a pretty boring car, all things considered at first, but it's given this massive body kit. It looks absolutely incredible. The livery's not too interesting, but of course you can swap that out. yeah, I'm very excited to see a silhouette car in the game, and I'm super interested to see more of these in the game. I'd like to see a few more about them, and I'd like to learn more about this racing through that as well, you know, sort of learn more about these cars and how mental they truly were. But yeah, another car I'm happy to see. Next up, 1978 Porsche MOMO 935-78, 845 horsepower, 578 pound-foot of torque, 2,260 pounds of weight, R-Class car, 893 in PI, rear-engined rear-wheel drive. Okay, so they're not all front-engined rear-wheel drive, and that last car certainly isn't either. Yeah, I didn't realise this thing had that much horsepower. I've just looked at it. Holy bejeebus. As far as I can work out, this is a Group 5 race car. We've got quite a few of those in the game already. We've got the Lancia Beta and the Ford Caprice as well. None of them are quite as mental as this one, though. 845 horsepower. Rear-engined, rear-wheel drive, old race car. I think this might kill you if you try and drive it, but I'm certainly not averse to seeing it here. It looks absolutely great as well. It's another one of those race cars that just has a ridiculously awesome kit on it, similar to the Bluebird Super Silhouette. Awesome, awesome looking car. And finally, we have a Toyota. Not quite the Toyota you'd all be hoping for, but it is a Toyota nonetheless. It is the 2016 Toyota Land Cruiser Arctic Trucks AT37, 161 horsepower, 253 pound-foot of torque, 4,993 pounds of weight. E-Class car, 228 in PI. It is front-engined, four-wheel drive. Arctic Trucks may ring a bell. That is because the other sort of Toyota truck in this game, the Hilux, is made by these guys, and that thing is a pretty interesting vehicle, certainly. I quite like this, I've got to be honest. Again, it sort of falls into the trophy truck with, you know, these cars don't really have too much purpose here in this game at the moment. But the Land Cruiser is certainly an interesting choice. Very excited to see a Land Cruiser in the game, you know, sort of a big SUV with a massive diesel engine in it. Yeah, not too much power, not too much torque. You can do some interesting things to this. I sort of had a quick look at the engine swaps and so on. You can stick a Hemi in this. If you want to have a Hemi V8 Land Cruiser, then here you go, Forza Motorsport 7, the game for you. Buy this car pack. Yeah, I do like it, actually, I've got to be honest. And that's my opinion on the car pack as a whole. I love this car pack. This is a fantastic car pack. If this is the level of car pack we're going to get each and every month, I am super stoked to see Forza Motorsport 7's DLC series. There's every single car in this pack I like. I guess the two cars which I'm not too sure on, the Ridgeline and the 250F, you know, they're sort of okay, I'm not going to get too much use out of them, but everything else in this pack, I just can't wait to get out there and drive it. You know, it is an absolutely cracking pack. It answers all my prayers, and actually I just realised 3 of these cars are Italian in this pack, so yeah, there you go. In my opinion, should you buy this car pack? Hell yes you should. You really owe yourself to buy this car pack, because it's just phenomenal. Anyways, friends, thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile. One quick thing to note, just before I go, the auction house is now live in the game. The functionality on it is a little bit limited. You can't actually sell cars that you get through the rewards system, and you can't sell cars that's been gifted to you either, which is a little bit strange. Not really a huge fan of that. But there you go, it is live. If you want the achievements for it, then there you go. But yes, anyways, that finishes off my review of this pack. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.